let me ask you, OG. What I know, like I said, we've in season one, we've seen a lot of a political season. Not a lot of action, but we've seen the conniving characters. We've seen the heartfelt characters. We've seen death in the last episode. But in season one, what did you like that you or what didn't you like that you like to see in season two?
Oh man, that's tough. What didn't I like in season one that I would like to see in season two?
Yeah, or like what was it missing, in your opinion?
See, that's a tough one, man, because I love season one. I don't know, man. I honestly, I kind of just want to see them get. I don't. Okay, because in the first season, it was like you said, it was very like political, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want that to continue though, because that was actually one of the strong points of that whole season for me. I like that. I like the whole like giant chessboard kind of thing, right? But I will say this: I want to keep that, but I also want to add a little bit more intensity with the action and stuff like that. I think I want to sprinkle more of that in there, but I don't want to lose too much of the giant chess game. I love that aspect of it, and that's actually one aspect I loved about the prequels in Star Wars. People complain about the politics. I like the politics, so yeah.
Same way, man. And I think as I was thinking of like my little bit of nitpicks or negatives for season one of House of the Dragon, I'm with you guys. I liked a lot of the politics and the character interactions, but one of my favorite characters from season one was Aemon, the younger brother.
I know I liked you, Evan. I know.
Aemon's a goat, but he's a younger brother that looks like the older brother, and he kind of infatuation with its character and his like lust to be at the top. It comes across via how great of an actor he is. But there was that one particular episode where he has to chase down his brother who's in like a hostel or whatever. He's doing some crazy stuff. They have to go find him. And that episode is supposed to really lead us into like his feelings on his brother and where he stands. And I feel like I didn't get much of that. I want to see more of that sibling relationship between Aemond and King. Is it King Aegon? Yeah, King Aegon now. Like that sibling rivalry that's technically not a rivalry because he knows his status as, hey, I'm the younger brother and I just want to go to war. Aemon also wants to go to war, but I want to see more of those sibling rivalries. Same for the sister character as well, who has like visions of some kind as well.
Helaena,
Helaena. I want to see more of her character because I think she got a little bit sidelined in season one. We know she has kids with Aegon. So I want to see some more of that whole trio on the green side.
It's funny you say that. One of my most viewed videos on TikTok, I believe it hit over like I'm almost at 4 million views on this TikTok.
Whoa.
Are you serious, Tony?
Yeah. And
damn, dude.
The TikTok I did, and I can even let me show you guys actually, just because
I didn't know I was talking to a famous person over here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm nowhere near famous. Nowhere near famous. But this video went crazy because of I want to say because of how outrageous this guest was, and I'll put it like this. It was here. I think
Helaena Targaryen. I think Helaena.
Pause it. There you go.
This is a rare moment. Tone's no hat.
I know, right? I do have hair, guys. It's just a little messy right now. But this video, it has, a little over 3.8 million views on it, and this is as soon as it came out. Now, this video is about Helaena and Aegon and Aemon, so I'll let you guys watch it.
I think Helaena Targaryen's kids are actually Aemon's. At first, I really wasn't convinced, but after hearing this, I think I am. After Alicent says, "Father," listen to what the little kids say. Also, watch Alicent as she looks at the kids as they leave the room.
Where is Aegon?
Not here.
He's not in his rooms.
Father.
So she says the word father, and then the children say Aemon.
Interesting. I love this theory.
They clearly say Aemon's
This is
name.
we got some
We all know
incest rivalry going on here. What's happening? That's why I love Game of Thrones.
Exactly. It's a
Wow.
wild theory. And
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
exactly.
You have Aemon always out of the house, going with other people in the middle of like whatever it's called, King's Landing. So it's like, he had a lot of bastards as well. So it's like, wouldn't be surprising if Aemon's gone Monday through Friday, then Aemon's there, and it's like, hey, how's it going, Helaena? So
And if you guys remember during I keep forgetting Helaena. It was Helaena Velaryon, the one Daemon's first wife who died giving birth.
Yes.
If you remember at her funeral, Helaena was playing with her bugs like she always did, and Aegon and Aemon were talking to each other, and Aegon kept saying how his wife or betrothed wife, his sister, is weird and he doesn't want to marry her, and Aemon was like, I would do my duty and marry her, and telling him he would do his duty. And there's other like examples in the show where he's like protective over her. He always puts himself in front of her. Yeah, it could be just trying to protect her, but there's just too many examples in season 1 of him maybe leaning towards her as if there's something there.
No, you got a lot of views on that thing. What do you say, 4 million?
Almost
4 million. So did you get a lot of heat for this?
Oh yeah, I can't even show my comments on TikTok, dude. Or on
YouTube.
Yeah, it's just book readers, and I don't mind the comments. Like I understand they have a strong opinion on it.
Yeah.
But the one thing that book readers and especially in this show, and Game of Thrones, it was a little bit different because it was a perspective of each individual character from the books, from what I'm told. In House of the Dragon, these stories are being told by maesters hundreds of years later. So, there's a difference between hearing a story 100 years later and it being written down and it being the truth and, being, what's the word? All factual is very unlikely. So all these stories being told could be manufactured over time. And that's what, a lot of people are saying this is what's happening. That's
a great point, Tones, because I think even George talked about that, where he felt like George has a lot of say with Ryan in terms of show running and like participating in the writing of this show, because this is going to be our first macro look of what is really going down in this time period. Because like you said, in the Fire and Blood book, these are maesters telling stories. This isn't like, hey, chapter 1, Rhaenyra went down and saved the cat. It's like, no, it's like this one's like, oh yeah, I heard Rhaenyra and Daemon, I think they went down and they might have like kissed in a brothel. Like there's these things that are like maesters are kind of guessing at because of future events. Exactly. Right? It's like in terms of like, hey, those aren't Rhaenyra's kids. They don't look like are these Harold Strong's, whatever his name was, or are these his kids? That kind of thing. It's not like truly factual until we see the show. So this is our first time. So you could be completely right. Like there isn't no right or wrong way. And even again, I'm not a book reader, but I don't think there's even 100% confirmation of like Aegon or Aemon's kids there. So.
Yeah, and there's potential of me being completely wrong, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, and I'm okay.
That's the fun of it too with fandom, like in general, like even with like anything, like any franchise, like Star Wars, or even like when we talk about theme parks and we speculate and stuff. That's the fun of it. Even if you're wrong, it's still fun to talk about,
And that's what made Marvel even more. It like I mean, I should say before Endgame or at Endgame when the last great movie we've seen. It was fun to speculate what was coming next as far as the Avengers and all these side characters, all the Avengers. It was fun to hit up your friends and be like, hey, I think this is going to happen because this happened. But I think that's what's the problem with the MCU now. It's like, I can't call up OG and be like, hey, I think this is going to happen because it's probably going to be completely wrong because we don't know what the fuck's happening. We don't know what's canon at the time. Or I mean, it's just real.
They're so disassociated with each other now.
Exactly.
I would offend. Hey, Shang-Chi is one of the best. Shang-Chi and Guardians 3 are like Guardians.
No. You can go back.
Don't get Tone started on Shang-Chi.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How long has it been? Almost 5 years until the next fucking movie.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Thank
Like,
you.
oh my god. How did that come out in like 2021? It's been
Dude.
like I watch that movie every year. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so fucking good. But yeah, it was a video I did, and I pretty much speculated, and my comments were just go read a book. You're an idiot, like that kind of shit. It was fucking hilarious.